G'day guys. Um, I was thinking about that video and what I was discussing that was upcoming with predicted lineups, what our starting 11 is, um, who's going to be in there, blah, 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 what our formation should be. Now, I've been around for a while and so I'm going to call it like I see it. Now, I'm not going to say I'm right. I'm just going to give my opinion. And if my opinion doesn't suit yours, again, I'd really like comments below on what you think would be the best, best lineup, the best formation, what you think from your experience or from your gut. And I'd appreciate that because any sort of feedback here, it'll just open my eyes up, maybe everyone's eyes up to other options that Arsenal have at the moment. So I'm going to call it the way I see it. So in goal, I know we've got Aaron Ramsdale to just come in. And yeah, he's looking really sharp. He's looking really good. But he hasn't played any Premier League for us yet. And I've seen Leno he's conceded a whole bunch of goals, but with a back line that's suspect, to say the least suspect, right? And he has saved us a lot of goals. So I'm going to go with Leno as the number one. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, Leno this or Leno that. Goalkeeper is only ever going to be as good as his back line. Anyone who's played as a defender can tell you that. Our job is to protect the goalkeeper. Plain and simple. Everyone knows that. Defenders know that. Our job is to protect the goalkeeper and create zero angle or one angle for that guy to take a shot on so the keeper knows where it's going to be, because that's the only option. But anyway, so Leno would be my number one. Now, at right back, this is going to be controversial, but I'm going to feel me on this. I want to go Kieran Tierney at right back. The reason why is because I've got Ainsley Maitland-Niles who doesn't want to play at right back. And the way I see it is if you don't want to play at right back, you're not a fucking good midfielder. So if he's not going to play at right back, then he should be sold. So no Ainsley. Hector Bellerin isn't even getting a look in because I think he's got the shits. And to be honest, I don't rate him anymore. He doesn't go forward enough. He doesn't come back enough. He just looks like a paycheck player now. He's just lost his drive, his mojo. So he doesn't count. Cedric Suarez, yeah, on the bench, but not to start. He's not good enough to start. He wasn't even good enough for Southampton. He was released from Southampton. We picked him up on a free. And that's an Arteta boy. Callum Chambers? Hell no. Anyone who saw that game against Manchester City? Hell no. This guy's suspect. He's rubbish. He shouldn't be anywhere near Arsenal, that guy. So it leaves me with Kieran Tierney on the right. Now, the reason why I say on the Kieran Tierney on the right, because when he plays international, he plays on the right. He plays on the right for his country. Mainly because, the big boy, the Liverpool man, best left back in the league, he plays on the left, doesn't he? So the way I see it is I could throw Kieran Tierney on the right. He's played there. He can play there. And I think Kieran Tierney will put a shift in, doesn't matter where I put him. Now, beside Kieran Tierney, I'm going to put the new boy, Ben White. Ben White hasn't seen a solid back line and he can't work with what he's got at the moment. With the pairings that he's been with, he's been sabotaged with his pairings. Rubbish to rubbish. And to judge him on rubbish, it's hard. Especially if you've got a centre-back who's good, beside a centre-back who doesn't know his head from his ass. He'll put you onside, offside. You don't know if he's going to mark his man. You don't know if to go or to stay. So I'm not going to judge him, but I'm going to put Ben White in as the right centre-back. Beside him, I'm going to put Gabriel. Now, Gabriel's played some minutes in the under-23s, and he's looking good. He's looking sharp again. And I can't wait to see him against Norwich, because I think he'll be fit and ready to go. And a pairing of Ben White and Gabriel in the midfield, in a centre-back pairing will be good. Both are mobile defenders. Both have got their heads screwed on so far, and I guess we're going to have to judge Ben White with Gabriel beside him and a bit of time together. Hopefully there's not much of a language barrier there, because that could be fucked. Now on the left, I'm going to put Nuno Tavares, that new kid. Now I've seen Tavares do some nice stuff when I have seen him on the pitch. What I like about Tavares is very much like Tierney. He loves to run down the line. He loves that overlapping run. He allows the winger to cut in and overlap him. And he's good as a support player for the winger. Now, Tierney does the same thing for his winger. And I want two wing backs playing. I want two wing backs that can go forward and come back. Now, we don't know how good Tavares is as a defender, but no one's going to put Kolasinac in that position because he'll go forward, but he's not quick enough to come back. And if we put Tierney there, who are you going to put on the right to do the same job? So feel me on this, as I want to run wing backs. Two centre backs, two wing backs, a little bit further forward. So Tavares calls in there. In a centre midfield, our first centre midfielder will be who I want as like more of a CDM, and there'll be three midfielders. So you guys are going to figure it out. It's a 4-3-3. Triangle in the middle. And I'm going to have Partey, if he doesn't get injured every 15 minutes, that'd be nice. He'll be my number one. And if I can't see Partey in the middle, controversial, I'd go Mohamed Elneny. Now, Elneny can play 90 minutes plus 90 minutes. Elneny can put in a shift as a CDM, not as a centre mid, but as a CDM. And I think if Elneny's given the opportunity to just sit, slow the game down, support Odegaard, let Odegaard go forward, and so he doesn't have to worry about coming back too quick, then we're going to be better on the attack. And I think Elneny, he's got the physicality, he's got his head screwed on, and he can put a shift in. So it'll either be Thomas Partey, if he's good, or Elneny as a CDM. Now, beside him, to his left, I'd put Lokonga. Or to his right, whichever way you want to flip him. Doesn't bother me. I don't know what foot Lokonga works with. I think he might be left-footed, but I'm only guessing. So I'd put Lokonga beside him. What I saw from Lokonga was very much what you'd see from a number 8. Kind of guy that goes forward, comes back, hangs outside the box, and he puts nice balls in. Now, for a young fella, I like what I'm seeing, and I'd like to give him a chance. Since it's going to be the new Arsenal, the new young Arsenal, let's play a new young Arsenal. And I'd love to see Lokonga come in as a starting line player next to a Partey or an Elneny to support Odegaard, who's going to be ahead of them, of course, as the attacking mid. Now, Odegaard, he can do some nice stuff, and I don't want him to have too much pressure on him. He's not going to be free roaming like Ozil was, but I do reckon that if he goes forward and he's got the green light to move the ball around, and he's got two midfielders behind him that support him, he won't have to pull back and keep defending. He can actually put an attack together, which will make us good going forward. At least allow us better for the counter-attack if we ever get one. So that would be my choice for number 10, our number 8. On the left, now this is the reason why I got Tavares on the left. I want to put Saka there. Now, Saka and Tavares on the left would be a really good pairing because Tavares loves going forward. Saka loves cutting on the inside. Saka doesn't mind taking a shot from outside the box. Saka doesn't mind going out from the wing. Saka doesn't mind playing any position. But I reckon Saka on the left with Tavares behind him would just have guys flying up and down the left-hand side. Now, the good thing about having Tavares on the left and Saka on the left is because Saka can play left back. So Saka also likes to come back and help defend. Now, I know Tavares is only new and he might not be the best left back, but if you've got a guy like Saka who knows how to play left back, who's played left back and can defend, he can support Tavares in a defensive role until Tavares becomes the new Tierney. Now, on the opposite side, on the right-hand side, I'm going to put Pepe. And I think Pepe has struggled because he hasn't got the same support as a Saka would have with a Tierney. But with Tierney on the right, he now does. And I've seen Pepe wreak havoc with teams when he has a right back that can overlap him, that can support him, that can pull a run. Take the pressure off him. Once he comes in, he cuts in, you'll see him dancing around. He doesn't know what to do. That's the time the right back needs to go right past him and create a run. Because that'll pull a centre back out of position and allow him some space to either pass or move forward. And everyone's worried about him being tricky. So I reckon if we put Tierney on the right to support Pepe and to hold that right-hand side, we'd have more of an attack, a fluent attack on the right. Oba in the middle. With Saka and Pepe playing left and right, what more could you want as a striker? And an Odegaard feeding you as well. I think we'll see the best out of Aubameyang. And an Aubameyang that's fed a lot of balls coming in to the field and a lot of good quality ball coming through. He's going to get on there and he's going to be knocking goals in. But if he's not supported, if he can't get a decent pass coming in, a decent through ball coming in, something to open things up, Aubameyang is not going to sit there and dribble through players like Messi. That's not him. He can't do it. He needs ball coming in from here, ball coming in from there. He needs options to be created. He's a finisher. He's not the best creator. Now on the bench, of course, I'd think Lacazette, Aaron Ramsdale, they'd make the bench. Sead Kolasinac. Now everyone's going to say, why Kolasinac? Because Kolasinac can put a shift in. He's big enough. He can play CDM. Yep, Nick, I'm with you, mate. Yes, I agree. Yes, Kolasinac could play CDM. And he could play left back, and I think he could play centre back. I don't rate Rob Holding. I don't rate Callum Chambers. I don't rate Cedric Suarez. I don't rate any three of these fuckers. They're all shit. Now everyone's going to say, well, what's Kolasinac done that's better than them? Well, when he was at Schalke, he wasn't doing too bad. I haven't seen anything good ever from Holding, from Suarez, or Callum Chambers at Arsenal. So I'm going to go with Kolasinac on the bench. I'm going to go with Emil Smith-Rowe as well. I'm going to go with Reece Nelson. I think he needs more time. I think he needs to be given more of a chance at Arsenal. And if Ainsley Maitland-Niles wants to pull his head out of his ass, he'd be there as well. Now, that would be my lineup on the bench and on the field. Of course, and Martinelli. My bad, almost forgot a great player who would be, I'd like to start him on the left, but Saka at the moment's doing bits and Martinelli's being very injury prone. So I reckon right now that would be my lineup. Now, if you agree, you agree. If you don't, hey, look, that's great. But, in the comments below, give me your lineup. Give me what you think of my lineup. Where I've come wrong, where I've come undone. Let me know. Let's open up some dialogue. If you like the video, hit like. Subscribe. I don't know what it's supposed to do, but hey, let's create more dialogue. Let's get more Aussies out here talking about Arsenal, because I know when I'm out there in the street in my gear, everyone's like, I feel sorry for you, and a lot of them are Arsenal fans. And everyone's got something to say to me. So how about comment below with your lineup, your prediction, how you'd play, how we should be playing, what plays should be where. If you can smack a like, that'd be great. If you want to subscribe, that'd be even better. And give me your views on where you see our players and where you see our players on the field, and what you think our formation is, and what do you think would benefit us. Against Norwich, against Burnley, Burnley's going to be a tough game. So please comment below. Let me know what you think, because those are my views, and I might not be right, but hell, I can't be much more wrong than Arteta is right now. So let me know, guys, and hopefully we're going to have some good news against Norwich coming up. Fingers crossed. See you later, guys.